Welcome or welcome back to your favorite tarot channel, Creator Tarot. We are going to do a reading. You know, I like to start off with my moon deck. If you see any like oil on it, it's just because I try to make sure I'm ashy and I'm not ashy when I'm coming on here. So it may be a little bit of oil on there, but you know, it is what it is. Um, yeah, if you guys are interested in text message reading, I am currently offering that for the time being. The information will be below in the description if you would like to book that. Keep in mind, my readings are general and they are mainly intended to be confirmation to your spirit, to just something that you've already been feeling resonating in your spirit, and this is just confirmation. So if it does not resonate, that's fine. Take what resonates and let the rest fly, okay? And if none of it resonates, then this is just not your reading, and that's fine. The right message will come to you at the perfect time. I'm just seeing 111. There's new opportunities manifesting in the people who are listening to me, who are under the sound of my voice. There are new opportunities, doors opening for you. And some you may be aware of, a lot of them you not. But that's just how this thing go, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Oh, wow, here we go. Step out of your comfort zone. This has been a theme. Like, this is on brand with what I was feeling. Okay, we're going to actually put that right here. Step out of your comfort zone, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, time for healing is coming up. Now, me personally, because I believe everything is vibrational, I don't like to use the word healing because that implies that something was wounded, something was scarred, broken. Yeah, that implies that. So I would say this is a time for transformation, renewal. Like I said, I see 111, so that's pretty much on brand for that. Let's see. Let's get one more. For some reason, I want to get another one. So I do not want to ignore my intuition. Let me just get another one and see what comes out. Okay. I don't know why I wanted to shuffle all over again, but hey, I'm just taking logic out of it. Nothing will come from this situation. Nothing will come of the situation. So when I see these two together, this lets me know that when you're being led to step out of your comfort zone and you don't have anything to worry about. Um, Nothing will come of this situation is not meaning that you won't bear any fruit from stepping out, because obviously you're being guided to step out of your comfort zone. What it's telling you is that this is the time for you to go ahead and step out of your comfort zone because you don't have nothing to worry about. This is at the bottom of the deck. Um, Keeps coming up. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who has Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Um, or maybe even Sun, Moon, and Rising. You may be a Scorpio off with all three of the big three, but this keeps coming up. So right now I feel as though as a collective we are just being called to really allow ourselves to go to the next level without bringing the baggage of who we used to be into where we are now. I was channeling a lot of messages earlier today, and I never record in the morning, but I did. And I don't know if I'm going to post that reading because I was just waking up. I was kind of stumbling over my words, but I mean, hey, if I feel led to post it, I will. But something that was coming up in that reading, and I feel like it's coming up here again. It was just basically saying, the version of you that old version of you, the old man that is dying, which is the old version of you and the old habits and the old way of thinking that you had. Those things are dying, but don't beat yourself up when you look back on it. Don't beat yourself up about where you came from, or the the things that you entertained that you would never entertain now, or just the just where you were at that point, because all of those versions of you led you to where you are now, and it's propelling you forward. So don't worry. Like, if you are okay, let's say that you are following, law of assumption, and you're acting as if, and then you break character, and you know what I'm saying, you break character, and then you get back into alignment, but then you kind of don't be all the way in alignment because you kind of beating yourself up about breaking character. It's like, don't worry about it. Don't trip about it, because that's helping you stay more on task. That's helping you stay more on brand, if you will. So I don't know why, but that's what's coming up. We're just gonna flow with it, go with it. What deck are we using today? I'm being led to this deck, and this deck has an interesting story. Um, One that I don't really want to share, but it's an interesting story. And when I get led to this deck, I just don't really be knowing what's gonna come out. It's like one of those things, kind of like, oh, okay, well, let's just see. That's something I need to release. As far as like kind of already thinking like, oh, what's gonna come out, but everything is for our highest good, and no matter what's coming out, it can always be decoded in the best way possible for us to understand the guidance and to use it to our advantage, rather than it being something that's you know having us in our heads or worrying about anything, because that's not really what I like to do when it comes to my reading. So let's just see what comes out. We're gonna do a 6 card spread. Okay, first card up, we have the Arion, and this is the Judgment card, I believe, in this deck. Now, as you can see, I'm not really familiar with all, because they have some different things in this, but I do believe this is the Judgment card. Matter of fact, let me just be 100% on that, because, yeah, let me get the book real quick. Okay, this is definitely a Major Arcana. Major Arcana. Okay. Some of these are like upside. Oh, like, yeah, I forgot about that. Hmm. The moon, the sun. Okay. Yeah, this is the Judgment card. Okay. So we got Judgment coming out in the first card, in the first position. And you are being called to newer heights, newer levels, and I seen 111. So it's like, yeah, you're being called to your new self, the new version of you. You're being called to just leveling up. And that's why you're being asked to release the negativity and to step out of your comfort zone, because the comfort zone is not where your best self is at this point in time. Now, do you get to the point where you are comfortable at being your best self? I mean, yeah, of course, because as soon as you get comfortable, guess what? It's time to go ahead and do what? Elevate once again. It's like, once we get comfortable, hold on, I want one card at a time. Once we get comfortable, then it's like, oh, okay, now it's time for it may not be like quite a tower moment, but now it's time for a transformation. Strength. Okay, strength. And I really feel like this is speaking about when I was saying, like, when you are trying to stay in alignment, when you're trying to do like your processes and you're trying to live in the end and everything like that. And then it's like, just balancing out. You are human, so you are going to let your carnal mind wander sometimes. The carnal mind will try to take over sometimes, but guess what? You got mind control over Debo. You don't have to subject yourself to it. And let's say if you did have a point where you get triggered, you're just being called to reel it back on in. That's it. You're being called to reel it back on in, because at the end of the day, you can't go backwards. That's the whole thing about evolution. Like, we're constantly evolving. We can't go backwards. Oh, see? We got the Ace of Wands. So there's definitely a big new beginning. And I don't like to make it sound like super like crazy, because sometimes the beginnings that we may have thought was big, like literally once it manifests, it feel like the next step, like the next logical thing that should have happened or could have happened or would have happened. You know what I'm saying? So Spirit is just calling you to new heights. There's something new here for you. There's something beginning here for you. Okay? There's a new start now. Okay. Okay, let's get some, because we're gonna clarify these. For some of you, if you are manifesting a relationship, you're manifesting somebody new. Okay? Look what wanted to come out, like the Ace of Cups right as I was saying it. I'm trying to think, should I keep these since 2 came out? I think we're going to just keep them and see what happened. Okay, yeah. Now we got the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. And as you can see in this card, it's just kind of like they're doing arm wrestling. So it's like, it's not really, it's like playful banter, if you will, here. So this is not, the card says strife, but it doesn't have to be like something where you're really like literally going back and forth with somebody. It could just be like playful. Now, what I was about to say as this came out was, a lot of you guys are manifesting a new relationship. Um, and before you can manifest this new relationship, you have to release the past. The past you that dealt with the things that you shouldn't have dealt with for so long. The past you, and I'm saying shouldn't have, but literally there is no shouldn't have, because think about it. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's literally like steps, like elevating. Okay. I'm saying shouldn't have, but that's not really, I don't like to use the word should, because it's like you can say, okay, well, I should have been over there, but literally you have to trust and understand that the path that you're currently in is the path that's for you. And if you're not liking what's going on or what has gone on, you can literally choose to focus on something else, even if it's in your imagination. And yes, I'm asking you to be a little bit delusional. And yes, I'm asking you to be, in your imagination and things that's in your life, where whatever areas that you want to improve, you just act as if it's already that way and be in your imagination about that situation. And guess what? It will turn into what it is that you're focusing on. Okay. You get what you think about, whether you like it or not. Okay. So Spirit is asking you to step out of the comfort zone. Some of you guys have been sitting here talking about your baby mamas and your baby daddies and how much they ain't sugar honey iced tea. Okay. SHIT. You've been talking about that. You've been talking to people about it. It may be something that they had sat here and done, you know what I'm saying, to give you a reason, or maybe it's just something you have not gotten over. Okay, a lot of you have not gotten over a situation. It's been over 6 months that you have had whatever falling out that you had with this person, but you're still talking about it. And Spirit is asking you to release that, because the more that you give energy to that, what are you going to do? You're going to keep manifesting that in your experience. So it can be a whole new person, okay? But then as you get to know that person, guess what? It's like the same situation. The same situation, just a new face, a different name and a new face. Spirit is asking you, because you want what you want, and Spirit wants to give you exactly what you want, but you're standing in your own way by sitting here talking about it, reliving it in your mind, okay, thinking about it, eating on that thing, and I didn't mean to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying, like eating off the table of that thing, sleeping on it, meditating on it. You get what you think about. Literally, if you don't, you get what you think about whether you want it or not. So you might as well think about what you want rather than what you've had. You need to rewrite the past. Some of you guys, if you're not familiar with revision, as like where Neville Goddard is speaking about revising, like revising the past, revising the story. Literally, I would do that. I would literally, if you can't like get over it, I would just change it. Like literally, you can do these things. Your mind is so powerful. You can sit here and make up a story and not even believe it. But if you tell yourself that story enough, guess what? You're going to start operating from that point rather than the point of this other memory that you keep on playing. You might as well make a new memory. Turn it, create a whole new memory. You know what? This happened like this and this is that. And I'm telling you, like the story would be out of a fairy tale. If it was me, the story would be from a fairy tale, because if you get what you think about, you might as well make it be the best story that you could tell. Okay. This new person that spirit is trying to bring to you, that eventually you will have. Okay. Okay, like I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna just speak that in there for you. I don't care what come out here. Like I'm gonna tell you, I'm because you can have and be and do anything that you want. So that's the thing. Eventually, you're going to get there. Okay. Now we don't be really focusing about time. I know some of y'all is focused about time. Let me get this one more card out because I can. I'm going in and I can't make this stuff up. Do you see this? This is the Six of Cups, but do you see how it's depicted in this picture? Pleasure, like, bruh, I just literally said, like, you gonna get the person. You're gonna get the person. You're going to get the person. It's going to manifest. And I didn't care what card was gonna show up right there, but I know these things, okay? Like I said, because we can be, do, or have whatever we want. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you you can't do anything. I don't care what these cards say. Like, I'm just being real. I don't care what it is. We use these cards just as guidance, not as the end result. Okay. And if you know how to read them, then you know how to, but anyway, I digress. So you get the person that you've been wanting, but what spirit is telling you, he's, it's, I'm saying it's, okay, spirit is calling you to a new level, a new version of yourself, because if you bring the version that you are right now into this new thing, you're going to run him or her off. Okay, you're not going to keep the person if you continue to bask in the energy of whatever happened to you in the past. Now, if you don't have kids, then this just may be an ex that's still living rent free in your goddamn head. But for a lot of y'all, I'm seeing this is somebody that you have kids with, so it is probably I don't want to say, I don't want to make lesser of anybody's situation, but when you have kids with somebody, it's on a whole nother level. It can go to a whole nother level of pettiness, of disrespect, of, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, I don't want to say, okay, spirit, okay. A lot of the times when you have children with somebody, it's harder to just break free and break away from them and go on with your life because you share children with that person. Opposed to you not having kids with them, well, then it's like, oh, it's easier for you to just pick up because you don't share that lifelong like thing. Okay. Now, for some of you guys, it doesn't matter. And that's okay. And I'm saying that's okay because, hey, if you needed to get away from somebody, if it was out of just for your safety and the safety for your kids, right? And I'm saying safety, and that could be physically, that could be mentally, emotionally, however the cards lay, however that looks in your situation, by any means, go to safety, right? Um, but what I'm basically saying is, like, for a lot of you guys, this situation was very much so it brought a little trauma on, okay? And that's okay. Because the thing is while you were going through that, everything that you didn't like about that, well, guess what? the vortex version, the version that you want, was being, more energy was even being put into that, even while you was going through the BS. So when you know what you don't know, when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, right? So the thing is that's why you need to release this. You need to release this person. You need to release what they did. Um, you need to release what they said to you. Okay? You need to release it, and you need to start telling yourself a new story. Okay? I suggest everybody who is a conscious manifester, spiritual rock star, okay, um, deliberate creator, I suggest everybody who is doing this work, who is creating the life that they want, you have a notebook. You have a notebook. Oh, excuse me. You have a notebook. You have a journal. You have something that you can just go to when you need to just write down things that you appreciate. Like, I literally have mine right here next to me. It's always next to me. When I need to appreciate, when I feel like, not need to appreciate, but it's like, when I'm feeling good, I pick up my book and I write, I appreciate. And it could be the biggest thing to the smallest thing, right? But just by me pointing out and picking up things and focusing on things that I appreciate, that's putting my vibration at the level of appreciation, love, like a really high one. The highest frequency you can be on is appreciating and love, like they're right there neck and neck. So if I think of the things that I appreciate and I'm writing them down and I'm focusing on those things and I'm just feeling like appreciative, and then I can even start writing the things that I appreciate that are on the way to me. You know what I'm saying? But I can appreciate them now. I don't have to wait till I see them with my two eyes to appreciate. I'm literally suggesting that you guys do that, okay? I'd rather you do that. Now, of course, do what you want, okay? I'd rather you do that, though, than to get a journal where you're just writing things that are happening that you don't like. Now, let's say if you needed to get it out and you didn't want to tell nobody, that is a great way of getting it out, is when you write it down and then you just leave it. Like, leave it. But don't get into the habit of like every day, okay, well, dear diary, this person said this bull crap to me earlier today. This was like, that's not going to be your everyday journal entry. Your everyday journal entry, you're going to find something to appreciate, right? If you can't find, you can find something to appreciate. The fact that you woke up, the fact that you're breathing, okay, you can start there, and then it's going to grow, because then more things are going to start coming to you. Oh, well, I appreciate this and I appreciate that. That's what spirit is calling you to do, because that's going to get you out of this energy of, I don't want to say depreciating, but the energy of spewing this energy that attracted that last person. Spirit doesn't want you to attract that type of person anymore. Spirit is calling you to brand new things, and it's going to take strength for you to redirect your focus, but you have the strength to do so. You have the strength to do so. And you got two aces out here. We got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day, you are definitely turning over a new chapter. And in order for you to be able to walk in that smoothly, or as smooth as possible, you're going to have to stop wrestling with these old stories. You're going to have to stop telling these old stories. Like, literally, there was something that happened in my life um towards the end of last year, right? That had happened in my life, that I had got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm not telling this story anymore. Like, I literally had to say that to myself out loud. I'm not telling this story anymore, because why? Every time I tell this story, and I had to tell it because it was like a situation where I had to tell it. It wasn't like me just calling somebody and gossiping, but I had to tell this story to certain people. So it was like I had to tell a story, but I told myself, I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of telling a story because it keeps bringing me back there, and I'm not there anymore. It doesn't even feel like that was something I would even go through or deal with. So Spirit is just asking you to release it. Period. Spirit is asking you to release it, because you're doing more, you're making it harder for yourself, you're making it more of a battle than what it really is. And Spirit has pleasure here for you. Okay, this is the Six of Cups, so it's like in this picture you see what is given. It's given must like, you know, pleasure is given, all of that. Okay, fieriness, spiciness, intensity. But we know in the original deck it's showing two children with their cups, and it's like that is like childlike, that childlike energy, like that innocent, just fun, free child energy, nostalgia, like that's here for you. I feel like the person that, oh, thank you, Spirit. The person that Spirit has for you is going to resonate with you on a core level. It's going to feel like somebody that resonate with every version of you. And it's like, okay, now I'm meeting you for the first time physically, but like, nah, we've been locked in. We've been locked in. You know what I'm saying? If we locked in, ain't no switching up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been locked in. We've been here. So it's gonna resonate with you at a core level. Okay. What you have to do though is get out of this Five of Pentacle energy by worrying about what, and then it's so interesting how it's like he's at the doctor's office and it's like they trying to tell him some bull, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you have to, like, it doesn't matter. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Spirit is saying it don't matter whatever the facts are. The facts, the memories, what actually happened, the reality of the whole thing. You shouldn't face any facts that doesn't align with the version of you that you are creating and that you have created. Okay? It doesn't matter what this person's saying to him. He should be focused on other things so he can manifest a healthy body. Okay? It doesn't matter what happened in the past. I don't care how true or how real it is. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. You need to let this story go. Okay. Some of you may need to see a therapist for whatever it is. It may be some real trauma that had happened, and see a therapist. Some of you guys may need to do that. I do suggest therapy. My own thing is like you'll know when it's time for you to move on from therapy, because you don't want to make it like a long life career of going to therapy, because they're just going to have you keep talking about the issues and the problems, and what is that going to do? Give more power to it. I hit my mic, so excuse me. But yeah, like go, some of y'all gonna start with therapy, some of y'all gonna just start by, you know, meditation, or just finding things that you appreciate in your life and just being thankful for where you are, and just really trusting the path that you're currently on, instead of doubting and thinking about where you should be at. I'm going to pull out a few more cards. I don't feel like I need to clarify any of these cards. This is very straight to the point. But I'm going to pull out a few of these cards just to see what come out. Okay, these two are coming. Oh, it's three. I be really just wanting to just get one at a time. But Spirit be like, look, we got the Queen of Cups. Oh, we got the Ace of Cups again. And we got the King of Wands. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. So the Queen of Cups, this is somebody who is very much so nurturing. Somebody who is in tune with her emotions. And I'm saying her, but the energy is not like, you know, it's not about the gender. It's literally just the energy. Um, yeah. Yeah, a lot of you guys, and it's like, here we go with the Ace of Cups again. So for you guys who are wanting something new, it is here for you. You are just having to regulate your nervous system. You need to get out of that energy of being a victim and coming into your victor energy. However that looks for you, you'll know what to do. You have everything that you need in order to do that. Um, I see a lot of like enthusiasm like around this though. I feel like whatever you do from this point on, it's gonna feel exciting. It's gonna feel like it's gonna feel fun. It's not gonna be feeling like healing work, because we're not doing healing work. We're just going to the next level because we're fine. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're gonna be really much like you're gonna be enthused by this. You may even be feeling this energy already now. When you were clicking this video, but I really see you. I really see you feeling just like this excitement, and that spirit just directing you and communicating with you directly through your emotions, that just to let you know, like, hey, there's something new coming. Like, you may not even understand why you feeling like that, but this is why. Like, there's something new coming. Bask in that feeling. Release what doesn't work for you, because nothing will come from the situation. If you keep on holding on to the stuff and you stay in your comfort zone, you're not gonna get you're gonna get some bullshit that you don't want. And it's just period. Like, I gotta be real. Okay. Um, yeah. That's all I'm really seeing. I'm gonna get a couple oracle cards from this New Orleans deck and see what's what. If there's anything else their spirit is wanting us to know about the situation, but I feel like we got a real clear synopsis on this. The love that you want is here for you. The love that you want is here for you, baby. And it's fiery and it's passionate and it's everything that you wanted. It's everything that you wanted. It's there's literally, this person has every quality that you ever wanted. And if they don't have it at the second that you meet them, they have the potential to evolve into it. So don't worry. Like, don't worry. Okay. Some of you may be worried about age. Age is not a. Oh, I wanted to like say something for a second. Age is not a factor. Okay. Age is not a factor. And I'm saying that like some of you may be worried about like feeling like you're too old, or maybe you haven't been in the dating scene for a while, but you're not going to have to be like on that hunt chase. Like, you're not going to have to be on that, but because you're storing your energy up from this point on, if you haven't started already, because after you click this video, your energy then stored up some. Okay. And so when you come from this video, when you come from this video, your energy is going to keep getting more sure, and then the momentum is going to keep going, and then you're not going to have to sit there and be doing like the whole dating game and the odds and doing all that stuff. The person's going to come to you and you're going to know who it is. So don't worry about getting back on the dating scene. Don't worry about all that. You don't have to figure that part out. It's done. Okay, it's done. The only thing you need to do is release the past. Okay, that's the only thing you're needing to do. Release the past. These two want to come out, share your gifts, and adventure. Like I was saying over here, like, you're going to be feeling enthusiastic about it. And this kind of is, these two are kind of speaking to me right here. But you're going to be feeling enthusiastic about this process, right? It's not going to be like pulling teeth and like, oh, I got to do all this healing work and like, no, it's not going to be feeling like that. There's a new found enthusiasm, a fire, an inspiration that's going along with this. I feel as though it's not even just going to be love. I feel like once you start feeling this energy, it's going to manifest in a couple ways. So it's like, if you haven't been doing like your projects, passion projects, meaning like the things that you're just passionate about that you would do without nobody paying you, the things that you like to do, I feel like you're going to be more so inspired to doing those things, and that's going to help you release that. That's going to help you focus on what you're wanting. Okay. A lot of you guys may be coming out with a business idea on this. It may just seem like something that you like to do. A lot of y'all maybe like to work with um epoxy resin, or make like little things with like, not even little things, because I've seen big things too, but like make things with epoxy resin. Like, I'm seeing people doing stuff with their hands, making jewelry, okay, making or selling like beauty products, press on nails. um yeah, I'm seeing like quite a few of different things. Okay, some of y'all do readings. Some of you guys are psychic. Some of you guys do readings. I see you guys turning that into a business. And it may be right now, you may not see it. You might not see it right now, right? But if you ever thought about it, this is for you. This is for you. If you ever thought about it, if it didn't cross your mind and you thought about doing it, you thought how much fun it would be, or like, oh wow, like I really feel like I could read tarot for people and I can really help people. Like, I really feel like I can do this business that'll really help people, or sell this product that'll really help people, or whatever, because like I'm interested in it and I love it, and people, I know there's other people in the world that love it, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, because I'm not gonna take too long, but that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming to the channel and just chatting with me and seeing what these cards got to say for you. Again, if you would like to do like a text message read, a fun way to just get like a quick answer, you know, within 24 hours, you can definitely find the information to book that below. And yeah, I haven't plugged in my podcast or my other channel, but I feel like I'm feeling led to do that. So yes, I do have a another channel called Taylor Creator, and it is just focusing on manifestation. It's talking everything mindset, self-improvement, manifestation, just becoming the spiritual rock stars, or really just evolving as spiritual rock stars that you already are. And I also have subliminals and meditations and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we have going on. You guys, I love you. Thank you for watching and have a great day.